Hello, everybody. Today we'll talk about the different ways in which time data can get corrupted. So, what is time data? Time data or time recording consists of sound pressure with respect to time. Now, pressure and time form the basis of all sound waves we hear. And if you want to describe sound waves in a very simple way, these two quantities can be used to describe them. The time data or time domain displays how the sound pressure is fluctuating or changing with respect to time. So this is an example of a typical time domain. You have pressure fluctuation along the y-axis, and along the x-axis you have time. A typical recording looks like this. So what are the different ways in which time data can get corrupted? First of all, a proper time data is the one which accurately represents the sound field. Now, if you have any additional unwanted information in that recording other than the one that you intend to capture, that is going to result in corruption. Now, time data can be corrupted in many ways. It can be corrupted due to improper recording conditions, such as the presence of high background noise or high reverberation. It can also be corrupted due to improper recording distance, just recording too close or too far away. Now, we'll go through each of these cases in greater detail. First, let's talk about background noise. So, when you're acquiring time data in a location which has high background noise, the background noise is going to corrupt that intended recording. So when you do record, you're going to have the good sound data plus the corrupted background noise. So it is not possible to perform a meaningful analysis. I mean, you can perform an analysis, but your results will not be meaningful because you're going to have the good sound plus the corrupted background noise. So how do we avoid this? Well, ideally, you need to perform a recording in an anechoic chamber. It's a chamber free of reflections. So you capture the intended sound without any background noise, without any reflections. But let's say if that is not available, then you need to perform the recording in a location with background noise at least 10 decibel less than the intended sound to be captured. So this is a sample of, recording a sound in the presence of a background noise. It's a simple piano track plus white noise. So you'll be able to hear both the piano track and the white noise. But the thing is, it's not going to be clear. It's not going to be intelligible. So like I said, you were able to hear the piano sound, but then you also have this background noise, and hence we cannot do any meaningful analysis here. So the next is reverberation. So let's say you do a time recording in a location, preferably a room with multiple flat surfaces. Sound waves is going to bounce off these flat surfaces back and forth multiple times, and there's going to be the phenomenon of reverberation, which is multiple reflections of sound, such that you hear one prolonged sound. And this presence of reverberation is going to corrupt the intended recording as well, because when you do a recording, you're going to have the first sound plus multiple reflections of the sound. So again, it's not possible to perform a meaningful analysis. So the workaround is to record in a location with minimal reflection of sound, for example, an anechoic chamber. So again, this is a demonstration of the same piano sound recorded in a reverberant environment. You can hear the sound is prolonging back and forth. So although in this case there is no background noise, you still hear the sound prolonging for a long time. So the next is based on the distance. You're recording too close. When you do record too close, you are exceeding the dynamic range of the recording device. So this is a sure recipe for clipping. So some of the data is lost during clipping, and again, you cannot do a meaningful analysis. So how to work around this? So follow a proper recording distance, preferably 1 meter from the source, unless you have other standards. So this is an example of recording too close. By looking at the time data, you should be able to tell that there is something wrong here. There is clipping. So it's just me saying hello twice, being very close to the mic so you can hear it.
Hello. Hello.
So as you listen carefully, you can hear the clipping very clearly in this case. The next is recording too far away. It's the opposite of recording too close. So if you're too far away, definitely your recording is too feeble. Not only that, if there is very high background noise close to the recording device, that is going to be picked up better than your recording. So again, recording is either too weak or it's corrupted with the background noise. Again, you cannot analyze the data. So follow an optimal recording distance, for example, 1 meter. So this is an audio example of recording too far away. As you can see from the graph, you can see it's pretty feeble. You can hear it if you can, but most probably you'll not be able to hear it.
Hello. Hello.
So what is an uncorrupted data? So an uncorrupted data is the one that is recorded at an optimal distance, not too close so as to cause clipping or not too far away such that it's feeble. It is recorded in a condition, preferably in an environment with minimal or no background noise and no reflections. So this is the same piano file that satisfies all these conditions, and you can listen now. So it's clear, right? So to conclude, it is important to ensure that the recording is an actual representation of the sound field so you can proceed further with the analysis. Follow an optimal recording distance. There are different standards, but generally it's 1 meter from the sound source. Perform the recording in a location with minimal or no background noise and no reflections, such as an anechoic chamber. All right, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.